Hello? Okay. For some reason, OBS had decided to turn the microphone off. Or is that... Hang on. Okay. I think I've sorted it. Okay. Sorted. I think. Hopefully you can hear me and I'm not just... chunnering away to no one in particular. I feel like I was at a point with it. So I started working on this earlier because I'm impatient. And I feel like the background was looking good and then it wasn't, and I don't... I think, is it the sparkles? Yeah, I don't like the sparkles. Let's get rid of them. I don't know, I feel like the simpler shading maybe is the way to go for me. Sorry, I'm just having to take my jumper off because it was warm. Oh, okay, let's see. Oops, I need that one. Yeah, I think it's this layer is... I don't know, I'm gonna leave it without that layer on for now. Because I think that this is looking stronger with the less shading. Again, I'm not sure about the background, so... You know how there's those artists that that have like a palette and everything set at the beginning of the drawing? Couldn't be me. Let me, out of curiosity, what does this look like with white? Gosh, no. Yep, that's a no. Okay, stop faffing with that bit. Let's get on to... So I have my little selection of references. This is Kipbite's character. They drew my Lucille. So my counterattack is their character. Although it's funny, I started drawing this in the morning and come back to the line work after a little while, and I'm like, yeah, I don't not vibing with that. So let's just... It's been so long since I've drawn anything that isn't for stream that it's like... Feels weird, man. Okay, the eyes are looking a bit did at the moment, but trust the process. Isn't this just the most beautiful character? Quite quite pinky skin. Let's see. I'm hoping with the art fight, I will. That's really yellow. I will get better at drawing certain things that I tend to avoid. So like men and things that I can't draw, like men. That makes sense. You can very easily find yourself just drawing things that you're comfortable with. And I'm trying to get out of that habit. Right, let's warm up this complexion a bit. This is way too pale. Hang on. Let's adjust this a bit. Okay. I'm happy with that. I can always tinker with it, so. Hi Tia, hi Drelo, how are you? I hope you're well. Did I not? Okay. Thanks so much for the awesome art. It's no problem. Thank you so much for the art as well. This is my first art fight, so I'm sorry if I did anything wrong. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm enjoying drawing characters. I will say I might take a couple of breaks while I'm drawing because I have a sore back today and I don't know why. On our party found an animal shelter that has their characters as the dogs that they have for adoption. Now the get we used to decorate the dog kennels. Oh, that's so cute! Aww, that's a lovely idea. Let's see, we want come a bit purpley with this. Oh, I've been doing this a lot today. I keep drawing on the wrong layer. I thought about dogs that are up for adoption too hard today and I cried. Do you ever do that? Let's see. So that's like a... I've always never been sure about the etiquette of art picking. Like, of colour picking. Sorry, not art picking. When you are drawing someone else's character. Because, like, while it can be helpful sometimes to get accurate colours, you need to change them depending on your background, if that makes sense. Oops. On the wrong place again. How is everyone today, by the way? I hope you're well. Oops. Haven't really got into designing real backgrounds yet, mostly just splash colour everywhere. I mean, that's very often how I do backgrounds. Is something that I remember when I used to do D&D character commissions and people would want background for their character portraits. That would always be the thing that took me the longest. There we go. Let's put some highlights in the eyes, make them look a bit more alive. I feel like this mouth is a bit nonchalant. Let's just adjust that slightly. So what exactly is art fight for someone who has no idea? Okay, so this is my first year doing art fight, so I'm not an expert by any means. But what you do is you pick a team. So there's two teams this year, it's Fossil and Crystal. And you post little profiles of your characters. And you attack, Wiggly Fingers attack, the other team by drawing characters that belong to people on the other team. And they can defend by then drawing one of your characters. And basically, it's just a fun thing to get everyone drawing and community stuff, you know. Yeah, I've always wanted to take part in it, and I have the energy and the time to take part this year, so I thought I would. Let's see. kind of a grey blue, but it's a bit closer to a navy. There's a little bit green in there. Let's try that. Oh, I was going to adjust the mouse, wasn't I? Hang on. Hang on. There we go, that's a bit better. Hi, Drin. Can't remember if I said hi, but hi. Really neat way of drawing characters you've never done before. Exactly, and it's like, I am drawing Kipbite, who is one of my long-time friends. This is their character, and it's actually, they are a VTuber. And they drew Lucille, so I am counterattacking, defending, even though we're on the same team. But it means that I am drawing a character that I wouldn't normally draw. I mean, I've been wanting to draw them for a while, but oh, too blue. Let's knock that back a bit. Yeah, because like usually I don't draw male characters, and usually I, pick different kinds of characters to draw. It's very easy to get stuck in your ways, I guess. In fact, let me see if I can work out. You should all go and follow. Let me. I don't know how to do this. Oops. No. How do you do a shout out? Hang on, let me see if I can. Ah, that's emotes. Ah, that's cheer. Does anyone know? Uh, Hang on, I'm gonna Google. Where's my phone? How to shout out. Oh, okay. Okay, so let me see. Oh wow, there's tons of stuff. Oh, no, I didn't like that. Hang on, let me try again. Yay! So yes, yay, please follow Kip. As I say, followed them for a very long time, well, known them for a very long time, and they are amazing. And as you can see, their VTubing model is amazing. And they always make me laugh. Why am I using such a skinny little brush for this bit? Big brush, chunky brush. Guys, I don't know if I mentioned last week, but I now get to see Buddy multiple times a week, and I'm so excited because my brother has moved a bit closer to home. Like, not several hours on the train away. Sorry, my brain fog descended. I hope this looks okay. I'm so bad at drawing, man. Uh, hang on, let me just adjust. Sure, both me and Bud are very happy about that. We absolutely are. We have already been for many walks, and it's just been great. Unlike when my brother needs help with stuff, we can help. We're not so far away that we can't do anything. So yeah, it's been really good. Let's get this. You know what? Maybe that's the problem I have with the crystals that I drew. Hang on. Me going back to things that I drew earlier today. Please don't look at my terrible layer organization. Yeah, there's the buddy emote. Okay, I feel a bit happier with that. Let's unpull this up as well. Yeah, yeah. I hope I've not made. I hope I've not made them look like a frat boy. There we go. That's better. A bit less blush. Never thought I'd say that. Oh, I keep colouring over that bit, and that's the scar on the nose. Right, let's see. Sorry if I've got kind of like a slightly manic energy today, but I am one day away from fully coming off my medication, and I'm a bit nervous about it, not gonna lie. Let me just do this so I remember. Please let me know, by the way, if the music's a bit too low or anything. I can bump it up. I think what I should do now is just focus on getting these colours blocked. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is... It's funny, isn't it? Sometimes you just need to start getting more colour in, and then you're like, ah, there they are. That, for some reason, this bit of the jaw is just irritating me. Let me adjust. I think that's better. Let's see. Zoom out. Yeah, that's a bit better. Just do a quick save and a stretch. Eesh. So, as you can see, while it's saving, I have my references. A little pose reference, because every time I try to come up with a cool pose, it just kept going very soft. And I wanted to try doing something like cool. So I'll just have a little pose ref. Darker. What's... I don't know if this is even remotely interesting when I talk about how I have things set up. keep in my head thinking, trust the process. I don't know who I'm trying to convince of that. I'm like, trust, just trust. Wouldn't it be so embarrassing if I did a whole stream working on this drawing and then was like, no, it didn't come out right. End up doing a 15-hour stream because I won't stop until I like it. Do you guys mind these streams where I'm a bit quieter? I hope it's not like a total snooze fest. That bit. Oh, I'm glad that you find the vibes good, even if I'm not like super chatty. This is the same material as this, so let's get that in there. There's very fine pinstriping on this purplish part of the jacket. So that will be fun. I realise that sounds like I was being sarcastic, but I do quite enjoy the pinstriped stuff. I wish I owned this jacket. I really like this jacket. It looks so comfy. The giant hood. Let's see what kind of colour we got going on. Very little colour. I'm so not used to working with dark colours. Oops. So skinny. A skinny little waist. I hate the colour of the lips. I'm gonna be honest. let me adjust these. By adjust them I mean get rid of them. Try again. So it's kinda like a get over here lips. That kind of colour be better? Maybe I made them a bit too... That's barely existent colour. There we go. Why am I having such trouble with trying to... There we go. Looks a bit better. Save. Saving time. That'll make my life a bit easier if I have my sliders up. Just okay. I'm feeling a bit better about all of this now. I've had a word with myself. I've stopped doubting my ability to draw. And I have to acknowledge that I have to do things my own way, you know? Oh, way too blue. Yeah, that's them. That's them. Yes. I don't know if you all saw, I posted on Blue Sky last night that I'd started teaching myself how to use Live 2D. which is what you use to rig VTubing models. I'm not going to suddenly become a VTuber because I don't move much anyway when I stream, so I don't know how interesting it'd be. But it's been really fun to learn a new thing and be really, really bad at the new thing as well. There's a lot of joy to be found in being terrible at a thing. Okay. I think I'm ready to start colouring the more complex bits, like the crystal. Oh, stretch. Don't forget to stretch, everyone. Have a drink. Right. Time for my very specific way of colouring things like crystals. My keyboard's being a bit weird today. Got any predictions for the F1 this weekend? I'm not, I'm really not sure. I mean, I imagine a McLaren win. I don't think that's really a hot take. I think we may see Max on the podium again. As long as no rookies decide to take him out this week. Kimmy. No, because Mercedes were good in Silverstone last year, weren't they? So I don't know. Maybe Mercedes will be. Maybe they'll be chefing. If there's rain like there might be, then can see Max maybe winning. Yeah, I mean you can never really write out Max, can you? He is a bit of a powerhouse, is the lad. especially now that he's had some of his penalty points removed. That'll make his life a bit easier, won't it? Can you really count out Lewis around Silverstone? True. But, I mean, that Ferrari's not been the best. You know what? Calling it now. Isaac Hadjar, podium. I want to believe. Oops. Though it was miles clear of the Merc last weekend. Yeah, it was. Oopsie. Right. Let's do these wee bits of pinstriping. So it's on this bit. Immediately starts drawing on the wrong place. Cute. Is it like... It looks like a check pattern. I think it is. Okay. Oh no. Too many lines. I hope Williams have a good race this weekend. I was so gutted for them. Last few races have been really bad for them. They have. It's been like just problem after problem for them. It's been awful. Right, let's see. Just some reliability would be good. I almost forgot how to say reliability then. Yes, it would. There's always one line that's like, for some reason, a nightmare. What do you think, Drelo? What are your thoughts on the Silverstone Grand Prix this weekend? Other than the grid walk will be just the worst. Unless it's Bernie and Ted again, then it'll be wicked. If dry, then it'll be dull. If it's got rain, it'll be spicy. Yep. Grid walk will be bad. Imagine Crofty will be back, giving bad info about the race again. Ugh, yeah. I cannot tell you the amount of times they will be talking about a driver and saying, there he is, blah, 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 blah. And I'll be like, that's not that driver. That's the other driver. Like, this is your job. You should know which driver is which. so much work and a little. Get back in the day when small blurry screen to look at has the same feed. Because yes, exactly. They'll be like, and that's, I don't know, that's Stroll getting overtaken by a Sauber, and you look, and on the timing screen, Stroll is nowhere near a Sauber, so it can't be possible. Oh wait, what's that? His teammate is. And also, is his helmet. It's just annoying. I don't know if you've ever done it, but I can strongly recommend listening to a race on the radio. That is so much fun. I did that with the Chinese Grand Prix not too long ago. Oh, such good, like, they could tell you what was going on. Alright, where am I up to now? That's the detailing there. Oh, we need some here. Watch all of them live, but usually watch Matt and Tommy do their live watch along. Yes, I really need to at some point watch their watch along, but the problem is my entire family sits down to watch the race. So it'd have to be one of the early morning ones where I'm the only person that's gotten up to watch the race. For me to be watching Matt and Tommy. I know they're doing a thing on the main stage at Silverstone this weekend. Which is pretty cool. I mean, they did last year as well, but still cool. What's this? Eyes. Part of the tour stuff that they do. Oh, there you go. Right. Let's just have a look. What are we thinking? Does it look okay? Or does it look like not? I don't know anymore. I'm so lost. Go on. There we go. Needed a bit of that pink elsewhere. Let's get the slider on this. Slid it the wrong way. I think I prefer those colours. A bit warmer. I need to check to see if a plan will work. Ah. Okay, yeah, that works. That works. Sorry. I keep just going silent for a while. Promise I'm still there. Just thinking hard. Oh, I saw a thing today about a simulator game, and it's a bakery cafe simulator. And I was like,
Zagreus just subscribed for 5
hi,
months.
Zag!
I recognize that person.
You recognize that person? Heck yeah, it's Kip. Kip drew Lucille for the art fight, so now I am drawing Kip for the art fight. And I hope I'm doing them some kind of justice. Also, I just realised, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Subscribe for 5 months. Gosh. Let's give it a save. No idea what Outfight is. Don't use Blue Sky outside of disability activism, but it seems like a fun community project. It is. It's something that I've followed for a long time, but always been too scared to join in with because everyone's really, really good, and I didn't think I was good enough. But this year I decided to join in. And yeah, it's so great seeing everyone's characters. Even if I do keep doing a little bit and then going panic because I don't feel like it's it's good enough. I just hope that Kip doesn't see this and go, "Who's that meant to be?" you know. You're able to instantly recognize them. I think you're good. Oh, I'm so glad. I've kept looking at it all through drawing, like, does this look right? Because I absolutely adore this design. Like, how can you not, honestly? I want to do it justice, you know? Also, Zach, I didn't say, but I hope you are doing well. Hope you've had a good day and having a good night, evening, afternoon. Got a friend staying over? Is they seeing the tennis? Ooh! Don't want them paying 600 for 2 nights at a hotel. Yeah, I imagine hotel prices in that area will be a bit expensive. Let's see. Do a little zoom out to see how. Oh yeah, I'm happier with this now. I feel like I keep having these moments of, oh, this is all going wrong, to, oh yeah, I like it. Like I was saying to myself earlier, just gotta trust the process. I was thinking actually, it's kind of funny, Greg Miller, that I enjoy so many sports and have only ever been to a single live sport event, and that was WWE, so I don't know if that counts as a live sport event. You'd say that counts? Awesome. I know some people are weird about whether wrestling is sport or not, but I think it is. Wrestling is predetermined that stunt shows are pre-planned and they're cool. True. Oopsie. I actually used to help out at a wrestling event. Sold raffle tickets and entrance tickets on the door. It was a lot of fun. And the wrestlers used to pose for me so I could draw them. Hi Jess! Popping in on your break to check out the art. Very handsome looking Kip. I'm so glad that you think I've captured the handsomeness of Kip. Because who doggy, it's been hard. I mean, after the incredible job that Kip did of drawing my Lucille, I had to try and conquer my fears of drawing non-squishy bunny girls. Also, thank you for popping in. We're getting there. We're getting there. How long have I been? Oh wow, I've already done an hour and a half. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it's been so long since I've just allowed myself to draw. This art fight is absolutely perfect for giving me an excuse to draw again. Well, to draw for, you know, for the joy of it. Hmm. Apparently there's a shop in London called Style of Our Own, which has a McLaren collab going on. Yes, I have seen about that. It looks incredible. I've also seen the Selfridges collab, which is really expensive and incredibly ridiculous. And I know that McLaren have had a pop-up in the centre of London today. Who is it that has an event in Manchester this weekend? I think Ferrari, weirdly. Someone, definitely a team. I see, I really like the way coloured the crystal on Kip. So that does mean I'm going to have to completely recolour the crystals in the background. Oh well. Tis what tis. You love the ribcage design. It's incredible. Let me it's been a little while, so I will bring up the refs. Oh, beautiful. So cool. Such a sleek design. There's my ref. So handsome. Oh,
Drello wants you to hydrate.
thank you.
Drello wants you to do a posture check.
Posture check. Good idea. Hey. Hey. The crystal person aesthetic really does just slap. It does. It slaps so hard. And it's like, it feels so unique. Like, I can't think of another character that feels like Kip does. I could just honestly, if, let's just say, if Kip, this character, was in a video game as a dateable character, I'd be there. Put Kip in Stardew, I'd be like, Elliot, who? I just love good design. I really love good design. It makes me so happy. Kip is actually who you find at the bottom of the skull caverns. That's my headcanon. Someday I'd love to have um, a character that's like little VTuber representation of me that it isn't just a little me. when I was in college, I wrote a lot about concept of self. I've just realised that sounds really pretentious. It was for coursework, but I wrote a lot about the concept of self and who you are, in relation to other people and the different personas that you have. And I think it'd be really interesting to look at VTubing from that perspective. I'm sure someone's already done it. Because people look at things like avatars in Second Life and things like that. But it'd be interesting to see a VTuber spin on it. Alas, my days of deep theoretical writing are behind me. As soon as I finished my dissertation, I was like, done with that. VTubing would certainly be an interesting study into it. It would. Like how people pick different aspects of themselves to portray, iconography used, all that kind of thing. Okay. Like the shadow needs to be deeper. How much of it is just based on things you like and how much is an expression of how you wish to see yourself? Yeah. Like, Lucille initially started out, she's changed a lot since initial designs, but she started out as a VTuber idea for myself. And I always have, I mean, even in this model, I have my rabbit ears. And that's because I feel a bit of a, like, you know how rabbits are just always kind of on edge? I feel a bit like that. And like she was a clown because my whole thing was wanting to entertain, and she wore a bunny suit because I've always wanted to wear a bunny suit. But yeah, it would be really interesting to look at it. You know how people do the things where they're comparing like people's pets to their owners? Compare the VTubers. Well, obviously a lot of VTubers, um they keep their identities private, which I completely get. I just think explorations into identity are neat. I've actually been thinking for a while about if I did a VTuber, and part of me really wants to be a little magpie because I've always I really like magpies, and I've always kind of associated with them a bit. Simon from Yogscast, VTuber being an unhinged character creation of himself is a great example of avatars being a description of self. Yes! It's funny because even though I studied like that kind of thing at college, I wasn't aware it was a thing you could go on and study further. My school did a really great job of letting us know what options were out there. They didn't. It's something I would love to have learned more about. Like I used it when I was writing my dissertation. But yeah, and it's kind of hard to find affordable books on the topics, shall we say. Because a lot of writings on um, the idea of self are quite contemporary. I mean, another thing, and one more thing, on top of all of the things, is the good old concept of gender. So that, of course, comes into VTubing as well. Okay. Oh yeah, those colours are way better. Not even done with the concept of any part of my identity, let alone gender. It's a constantly changing thing. Really, everyone is perpetually in flux, and that's super cool. Ooh, completely like off the topic that we were talking about. Um, I got a HDMI switcher. So now when I stream anything from the Switch 2, I won't have to look at a purple screen. The screen will be the right colour. Isn't that exciting? Just say yes. You don't have to actually think it. Ease of access is awesome. It is. I love just being able to hit a button and be like, haha. Because it was either that or get a new monitor, and monitors are expensive, and a HDMI switcher is £6. So yeah, it was quite an easy decision to make. In the future, obviously, it would be nice to have another monitor, but it would also be nice to be 6 foot tall. So you can't always have what you want. I have found that like a substantial amount of streaming is just how do I solve this problem with the things that I have? And also embracing scuff. Embrace the scuff. Embrace the cable plugs into another cable into another cable. If it works, who cares? Who's gonna say anything? The cable police? They have no authority in my house. You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. Substantial amount of asking, why have you stopped working? I changed nothing. Yes, like me setting up OBS today and then realising that the microphone was off for some reason. Hi, Cassandra. We are well indeed. I hope you're well too. Streams are held together with hopes, dreams, and tears. So true. Mine mainly hopes and tears. If I haven't cried at some point, has it really been a stream? Oh, that looks so much cooler. I'm annoyed at myself for not doing it like this in the first place. So like, it was like that. Now it's like this. Oh, I kind of vibe with the coloured lines around the outside though. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. At some point I'm gonna have to resolve the rest of the background. But that can wait until later. I do kind of wish I'd made all the crystal stuff just bigger. Sorry, by the way, if you can hear a lot of creaking. It's either my chair or my knees. One or the other is always creaking at some point. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling too good today. Sending you lots of love. I hope you can find some comfort in hanging out in the stream. Oh, I've just noticed a white line I missed. Wrong one. There we go. I don't know what to do in the background. Gonna have a right good cry later, which is overdue. Sometimes just a really good cry can be incredibly healing. I'm a big fan of a good cry. I remember at school I always used to get told off for crying. I couldn't understand why. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am sending you as much love as I can. You'll have a hell of a lot more time. Time is good. You need to go down here. Leave that layer and that layer. I'm gonna actually come back. Leave that layer. Yeah, it's just really cluttered. Oy. Everyone have a stop and a stretch. Cassandra, don't worry about it. Ah! It's okay. Sorry, everything. It said the program had stopped working as I was saving. Sorry. Mild panic moment. But yes, Cassandra, do not worry at all. It's been it's a low energy stream today, so no need to worry about it. Nightmare fuel when it says that during saving. It really is. Obviously, by my reaction, I was completely cool and very prepared for that. No panic from me, fortunately. Oh dear, I handled that very well. Oh, nothing gets your heart going quite like nearly losing your work. Saying that, I've been quite regularly not updating, saving. So I wouldn't have lost too much, but it still would have sucked. Right, okay. I'm still not happy with the face, which sounds terrible. There we go. They were looking a bit orange. They had been tangoed, unfortunately. Right, let's see. Know what I meant to do. Autosave is your friend. It is. Unfortunately, yeah, there's no autosave on here. My trusty old-ish art program. Okay, that's kind of a serve. Do I need to make this background darker? Oh yeah, the colours look better when it's all darker. It's funny because I always like coloured the lines, but this is what it looks like when the lines aren't coloured. Because I do my line art in different colours. Why? I don't know. Better news, you've been gifted a copy of Pokemon Green. Ooh! Which friend found cleaning his new camper van. Wow. I need to, right. Come on, me. Lock in. Focus. Focus on what needs to be done. Stop faffing. Oh, I know this one. I'll have my fingers crossed that it works. Because if so, that is an awesome thing to get. Oh, I've just spotted some terrible work there. There we go, sorted. We spent our pennies on the Steam sale yet? I have spent only a small amount of pennies because I am low on pennies. But I got We Love Katamari because it's my favourite Katamari and it was super, super cheap. So I thought, why the heck not? Sadly, you have no pennies to spend right now. Sad. My pennies were what was left of my birthday gift. from my brother. So not spending as you broke AF, yeah. Is this the broke people stream? Ah, I see what you mean about bittersweet money. I have zero idea when I will next get money. Christmas, maybe? When I finally have the courage to reopen my Etsy store, potentially. Ooh, Tenerife, very nice. And £40 on an artwork, very valid. May I ask which game inspired this £40 art book purchase? As someone with many an expensive art book, I do completely get it. I wish I'd travelled when I had like a kind of okay income. I went to Austin and that was it. And that was a not great trip, so I have regrets. Yeah, it's good to be able to make happy memory from those things. Taking everything in my power not to draw a white outline. Hang on. I've had a thinky thought. Let's try this. National Park Girls. An adorable visual novel. Oh, cute. That looks good. Okay. Although, what if change the color? Oh yeah, it needs that. It needs that. We are so back. I'm so excited for playing Stardew tomorrow. I can continue to court Elliot. Itihi. Now that I've got the thingy switch, HDMI switch, I might do another Animal Crossing interior design stream at some point. Funny how just like a few lines can make so much difference. I wonder if let's try this and see if we're cooking. Ooh, ooh, I like it. Right, I'm hitting save. Pray. The developer's description of themselves: we're a games development company who specialise in uplifting stories of magic, fantasy, and love between women. Oh, that's so cute. Maybe all game devs should aspire to that level of gameplay. Right, getting rid of that layer. Don't like it. Ooh, okay. I need your help with this one. We have option A and option B. Option A, option B. Part of me really likes this one. Hang on. If we took this layer, did this. Boop. Is that still cool? Oops, I went back too far. Hang on. Right, okay, so the options are this, as it is currently, or that. There is also the option of that, which is like a combo. Well, I think maybe that. Hang on. I just realised I hadn't. There we go. I think I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Thank you. Right, the only problem is now I want to hide everything, and because this is old software, it does mean there will be some potentially cursed moments as I'm moving all of my layers. Right, ciao. Peekaboo. Sorry, I shouldn't make myself laugh. I think the white in the crystals works better than the black. Yeah, I agree. So what I want to do is I just want what if oh no. Yeah, that's definitely a good balance. Got to get your mum a birthday card on the way home. Oh dear. Make one. I don't know. Do you think this is cool enough? Oh, that's why that's being weird. It's very cool. I'm glad you think so. Oh, see, now I've done that and I don't like it. Oops. There we go. Okay. Let's just. I have no idea who or what they are, but they're very cool. I will show you. Ta-da! Hang on, let me get rid of this white man. Ta-da! This is Kip, who is a VTuber and someone that I've known a long time. Hi again, Tia! Right, I just need to do some little bits of Um, I love how I'll be like, okay, I'm done, and then keep working. You felt like it? Don't think you've ever been able to watch a stream though. That's fair. They tend to stream earlier in the day. I feel bad because I very rarely can get to their streams. Oh, I just noticed I didn't finish this bit. This is why it's good to do everything in many, many layers because you always find something that you've completely forgotten to do. That's your problem. For several people who stream while working, not always able to watch a stream while I work. Yeah, I follow a lot of streamers who stream while I'm streaming, which is kind of annoying. um but fortunately they are pretty good at uploading VODs to YouTube, which makes things much easier. Okay. I'm thinking this may be done, but I don't know. I worry about my too much gene kicking in. Okay. I think this may be done. She says for the 15th time. Ooh, the feminine urge to clop. To clop? Definitely not to clop. To crop. Oh god. Uh let's try that again. Yes, please. Oh, the feminine urge to crop the picture. There we go. I did it. Ooh, the feminine urge to uncrop the picture because it turns out I preferred it the way it was. Yeah. I have to remember this is like, these are meant to be just like fun things. It doesn't need to be immaculate, although I want it to be because it's for a friend. Such mastery of the English language, thank you. But you can't tell it's my first language. Yeah! It's done! Now, it will get a little bit of post drawing processing, but the software that I use to do that would crash my stream. So, ta-da! I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Don't crash now. Thank you. This is so different for me. I never used this color palette, or like I've never drawn crystals, and I just really hope that Kip likes it because their work is incredible. So this is my second piece for the art fight. I will post it on the art fight website and on Bluesky. I will also post the attack that I did on Tia on Blue Sky. And yeah, thumbs up, squad fam. So what I will probably be doing, I hope you've enjoyed. Jump scared myself. Yeah, I will. 2.5 hours is, that's an okay length of stream, I think. So I will call it here, and I will see you tomorrow for some wonderful, wonderful Stardew Valley, where I will be showing off my new boyfriend, also known as Elliot. Excited, let's speedrun to marriage.